What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video, we're taking a look at a brand new plugin from Heritage Audio. This is the HA609A compressor limiter plugin. This is, of course, based off their 609A hardware unit, which is a dual channel stereo compressor. This is the mono version, and this is the stereo version. This is what the hardware is going to look like. We're going to take a look at both of these here, the stereo one as well as the mono version. Of course, I have a link in the description if y'all want to check this out, learn more about it, or pick it up. All right, so the 609A, this is Heritage Audio's diode bridge compressor based off the very popular Neve compressor diode bridge. And I like this form factor over some of the other plugins that more closely resemble it. I don't know, the metering on those are kind of weird to me. This has a more, I guess I'll say traditional VU metering that I'm used to on this. But let's go over these controls and I'll let you hear what it sounds like. So starting on the left, we have our limiter. We have our release times. We can add in a fast attack for the limiter and bring the limiter in. And then we have the compression controls. We've got our threshold, we've got our ratios, our releases, makeup gain, same attack fast in button and compress in. We can bypass and power. Outside of that, up here to the upper right, we have another set of, we have a set of internal or input and output controls here. So we can use this to drive more signal into the compressor we want or back off of the signal. This modeling in this does feature a transformer, so using this makeup gain, you're going to be pushing that into the transformer, and then we have some clean gain here on the output. All right, let's take a listen to this. This vocal, I have right now the Heritage Audio HA81 for a little bit of EQ. Really not much EQ needed on this vocal, so I'm just using this to really enhance it, not using this to fix anything. Boosting a little bit of low mids for some warmth and boosting some highs to add some air and presence. And then we've got the HA609A, which I've got bypassed right now. Also have the Heritage Audio HA240 gold foil verb on this as well. All right, let's take a listen to it, and then we'll bring in the HA609A.
I'm alone in my house. I'm out on the town. I'm at the bottom of a bottle. I've been knocking them down. I can't get back up on my feet. See the lights on the street like stars. But look what I found. Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground, yeah.
All right, so definitely got a dynamic vocal here. We got some loud parts we want to control with some compression. I'm using the HA81 before this because I think it pairs really well with this compressor. But let's bring in the HA609A and take a listen. Not using the limiter on this. And I'm got a 3-to-1 ratio automatic release, probably about 4 to 6 dB of makeup gain here because I want to do about 8 dB of compression here. We'll take a listen to this, and then after this, we will take a listen to it in and out with the HA81 as well.
I'm alone in my house. I'm out on the town. I'm at the bottom of a bottle. I've been knocking them down. I can't get back up on my feet. See the lights on the street like stars. But look what I found. Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground, yeah.
All right, that diode bridge character sounding really good here, really controlling the vocal well. Let's bring in the whole chain now. So we got the 609A after the HA81, and now let's bypass this chain, bring it in and out.
I'm alone in my house. I'm out on the town. I'm at the bottom of a bottle. I've been knocking them down. I can't get back up on my feet. See the lights on the street like stars. But look what I found. Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground. Yeah.
All right, let's take a listen to that last vocal swell with and without this chain. This is without.
Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground. Yeah.
And with it.
Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground. Yeah.
All right, very nice. Let's bring in now, well, it's been in, but let's take a closer look at now at the stereo version. And with the stereo version, I'm using this on the track. I like the low end that this adds. Let's take a listen to this. With this, I've got a 2-to-1 ratio going with a 100 millisecond release, and I've got some makeup gain, not using the fast attack. Let's take it out and let's bring it in. And let's mute the vocal because this is just on the, or just listening to the track here. All right, stereo version, they're doing a really good job of adding some punch and low end there on this track. All right, last thing we want to look at, let's go back to the mono version. We're going to bring in the limiter now. So I was using this before without the limiter. Let's add the limiter. Now with the limiter and compression, you're still going to see the same. The gain reduction is going to be combined for the limiter and compression. Sounds weird, but that's how it is. You're looking at one VU meter here for two separate dynamic processes, but that's just how this compressor works. But let's bring in the limiter and let's take a listen to the vocal now. So now we're compressing and limiting. We're doing a separate compression and limiting all combined here in one.
I'm alone in my house. I'm out on the town. I'm at the bottom of a bottle. I've been knocking them down. I can't get back up on my feet. See the lights on the street like stars. But look what I found. Look what I found. Another piece of my heart. 'Cause my heart just laying on the ground. Yeah. All right, and we're gonna go with those loud parts and let's take out the compression. So right now we're using just the limiter. I'm alone in my house. I'm out on the town. I'm at the bottom of a bottle. I've been knocking them down. I can't get back up on my feet. See the lights on the street like stars. But look what I found. Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground. Yeah.
All right, and we're going to go with those loud parts and let's take out the compression. So right now we're using just the limiter.
I'm at the bottom of a bottle. I've been knocking them down. I can't get back up on my feet. See the lights on the street like stars. But look what I found. Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground.
All right, so really good way to catch just the peaks with the limiter. The way I like to set this up is I like to set the limiter first just to catch those peaks and then dial in my overall compression and have all of that work together. All right, so there's a look at the Heritage Audio 609A. Definitely comment and let me know what y'all think about this. Again, I'll have a link in the description if y'all want to check it out and learn more about it or pick it up. As with most other Heritage Audio plugins, this one's going to be $99. All right, if you enjoy this video, I appreciate a like or a hype, which is the new tool that YouTube has created to help small creators like myself get pushed out to the algorithm. And if you want to continue to see content from me, then y'all know what to do.